also know that you don't even have to do anything wrong to get arrested. I didn't know that. I thought that if you got arrested for a crime, that would mean that you actually did something wrong. Not so. Our legal system expects you to be perfect 100% Jesus Christ every single second of every day. If you are driving and if you don't even, when you hit something in a car, you don't know what's going on. It just looks like something, you have no idea, but if almost guys throwing rocks at your car, you have no idea if it was a cardboard box, you don't know anything, because you're going 75 miles an hour, and our brains were not designed to do that. Our brains evolved to be in the jungle, so we don't know what the hell's going on when we're driving in a car, and if it takes you longer than 0.5 seconds to register exactly what happened, and exactly what they're supposed to do, and do exactly the perfect thing, that's a hit and run, apparently. According to Johnny Law, that's exactly what... I thought that there was room for me to make a mistake. I thought that people understood that I wasn't perfect. But that's not the case. And what sucks is that no matter what I have to say, no matter what my side of the story is, it automatically doesn't matter because of a number on a screen, because of a test result, because my blood alcohol level was a certain decimal point. Anything I have to say about the situation is rendered null and void. Even if it was the biker's fault! What is he doing in the middle of the road? Why do we let people drive in the middle of the road? Drive on pumps of trash that you can find at a garage sale? Why don't we let people pull whatever they want out of their grandma's attic and then drive it on the highway? And the worst part is, these bikers, I see them all the time, taking up the whole lane, and they don't let me pass because they're so morally superior. They think they're so much better than everybody else. They're like, oh, I'm a biker. I'm the ideal urban transportation model. That's great. But guess what? Your Bernie 2020 sticker isn't gonna make that pickup truck any softer. You can't just do whatever the hell you want just because you think that's what you should do, and that's what everybody else should do. And they run stop signs and they all because I see these people with their smug faces and their stupid helmets and their stupid reflective vests. I even saw a biker one time with a shirt that said, the shoe rude. And every time I see a biker, I think to myself, I should hit this guy. I should kill this guy. And I have to stop myself. I have to calm myself down. And I'm normal. So imagine what people think. That's what half the people in this city think are like crazy. What they think when they see a biker, you're suicidal. If you go in the middle of the road on a bike, you're suicidal. How do we know that's not what this guy was? Maybe this guy wanted to die. We don't know. And it doesn't even matter. Because I am so sick of being judged on test results my entire life. My entire life they said, your GPA isn't high enough, your SAT isn't high enough, you're not gonna get a good college, you're not gonna get a good job. And now, you're too drunk. It's bullshit. And now I'm cursing and I'm not gonna be able to monetize this. But fine. I am just saying that it would be nice if these people would understand that you can't just do whatever you... If you got a wheelbarrow and you... Hey! Drove a wheelbarrow into the middle of the road and the wheelbarrow got hit by a car, that would be the guy in the wheelbarrow's fault because he's got a piece of shit in the middle of the road and he's clogging up the road. Okay, because they do it in Amsterdam, now I'm supposed to suddenly... Guess what? In this country, people aren't and I get it. I agree on a theoretical level that we are too car dependent in America and that we have poor urban planning and that's why we have traffic and that's why we have all these problems. Fine. But your average American isn't thinking about that when they're going 75 miles an hour down the highway. They're thinking, if I'm 10 more minutes late, then my boss is gonna F me in the rump. And I'm gonna get fired, and I'm not gonna be able to pay my rent, and I'm not gonna be able to afford my medication and my insulin, and then I'm screwed. So they're speeding down the highway because their whole life depends biking. I go to Painted Canyon all the time, and I don't try to do it in the middle of rush hour traffic downtown. But fine, enough about the biker, even though it was his fault. It was his fault. And I made sue me, right? I had a couple of drinks on my birthday. I went to a bar on my birthday. Put him in jail, he's a monster! He killed somebody! I'm so sorry that I tried to have fun on my birthday. So I was driving home, and like I said, I just saw some random crap flying up, so I kept driving. I was like, whatever. That was weird, right? All of a sudden, I see a guy pull up next to me, and he's honking like a crazy person. He's going beep, 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 beep. And he's like, roll down your window. And I'm like, no, this is, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of the hillside stranglers, but that's exactly what they used to do. They used to try to pull people over, pretending to be cops. They used to put fake, what are those sirens on the front of their car? And they used to try to get people to pull over, and then when people would pull over, they would take them and they would inject Windex into your veins. That happened here in Los Angeles. So of course I'm careful not to pull over for some random weirdo. I remember one time I was driving and a guy tried to get me to pull over because he said, your tire is loose, your back wheel is loose. And I was like, oh no, are you serious? And I was like, okay. And then I realized, this is a scam. My back tire's fine. So I'm not gonna pull over. No, absolutely. And yeah, if you pull over some random crazy person who's yelling at you on the road, they're stupid. Now I was trying to explain this to the officer. But the officer was telling me, well, if you had stopped right away, then this guy might have lived. And if you had stopped and called right away, then we might have been able to render aid to this person and then. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Monday morning quarterback. You can sit around all day and say to yourself, what if I had done this? What if I had done that? Would my life be different if I had done this? But that doesn't serve you any good because it's the past. It happened. So your job is to move on. Keep pressing on with your life because if you sit around and you dwell on what could have happened and what didn't happen and the butterfly effect is when it's the concept philosophically, I guess it's philosophy, what you would call it, that a butterfly flapping its wings could cause a hurricane on the other side of the world, basically suggesting that the little things that we do have a ripple effect that drastically change the outcome of every single thing, It's kind of like I was talking about earlier, the cosmos, the chaos that is inherent in our universe. So, you're gonna drive yourself crazy if you try to think about every single little thing that you could have done. Oh, if I stopped 2 seconds sooner, I maybe just got it away. We don't know. And I have a feeling that this guy got exactly what he wanted. I have a feeling that this guy I saw him I didn't see him when I hit him, but I remember seeing a biker. Alright, I'll give you that. I saw a biker at some point and I don't remember. And I was thinking, I was going through my typical thought process. Oh, I hate this one. Asshole, whatever the hell you want. And I said, alright, whatever. I'm just gonna go around him. And I go around. You know what? I probably shouldn't even be talking because I don't know. I'm not remembering because like I said, I'm not a couple of drinks. But that does not mean that I was impaired because again, we judge people based on this arbitrary number. I'm sure we all know, we all have friends where, you go to the bar and you maybe are, you have one drink and then one person might have one drink and then have to go to bed immediately. And then your other friend might have 5 drinks and then be totally fine. So it's different for everybody. We can't judge everybody based on this one single number. It just doesn't make any sense. So, I would not have gone behind the wheel of the car if I thought that I was impaired such that I would have done something like hit a biker. I never would have done that. So, the only logical thing that we can deduce then is that it was something this other person did. Because I have never in my entire life hit somebody in my car. Never once have I ever hit a biker in my car. So all of a sudden, the fact that it happened all of a sudden now says to me, at least, because I'm trying to think about this logically, something else must have been going on, right? Because it just doesn't, it's not something that I would do. Oh, the worst birthday my God liked to do. It was such a nice day yesterday too. And I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna go to the beach, I'm gonna be able to enjoy myself for once because it's been so cloudy and miserable because of this marine layer. And I was thinking, finally, something is going right for me. And I was really, people would text me happy birthday. Not as I'm listening. I was saddened, but not surprised at who didn't touch me on my birthday. But now I know. That's very good information to have. People often at face value. Because believe people when they tell you who they are. If it looks like a dog and it quacks like a dog, dog. Well, we know. Now we know that everybody in my life doesn't care about me. We know that I should never be for the sake of trying to have fun. We know that if you're not perfect every single minute of every single day, then you don't deserve to have a good life, and you deserve to be put 6 feet under in a box. And we know that people don't be a good person because it'll just bite you in the ass. Let people take advantage of you and do whatever the hell they want. Because if you try to stand up for yourself at all, then you're gonna get shit on. And of course, lastly, don't just give up. Because it doesn't matter anything that you do in this life. You're still just gonna get screwed. Oh, and thanks for 100,000 subscribers, by the way. That's really awesome. I'm very pleased that I could... it's really only been 3 months since I pretty much started from scratch on the YouTube channel. And, it's amazing that I got to that point. No, 3 months. And that's all of you guys. Thank you to all of you guys. Yeah, that's it. Very good. I'm feeling good about everything else going soon. I'm very excited for the future. So for the future talk, thanks on. And everyone really also people even say that people all fun. Alright. Thanks so much for being here.